toughest and most powerful dream as the world's strongest is their mission. Of the metrics world's strongest man. Before we kick off the competition,
USA. Iran.
Canada.
Norway.
Hello once again everyone, Todd Harrison.
And we're at beautiful Dodonghai Bay in Sanya for the first of 6 events for qualifying group number 1, the medley. Kaz, this is one where overall athleticism could be the difference.
Speed, quickness, and endurance will all be factors.
Justin Paulum will be in our first heat, 6'3", 302 pounds, and a newcomer. This is rookie Errol Haugen of Norway, 269 pounds, only 20 years of age. He is the youngest competitor in this year's field.
Take your positions. I like this matchup. Justin Paulum's a proven performer on the world stage, and Errol Haugen's a guy who's got lots to learn, but everyone's expecting huge things from him.
Both men having a problem with the grip there, Kaz. Look at Haugen move.
Awesome sprint. Just got to be careful. When you do that to your body, it puts you into shock. And a few steps down this course, you may just start to feel it. There it is. The whole body just ties up.
Justin Paulum passes him up on his way as Haugen continues to struggle with those anvils, and Justin Paulum will win that heat with a time of 31.53 seconds.
Justin's got that fantastic grip. There's no problem holding onto those huge anvils for him.
Errol Haugen has to get across that finish line, finally stops the clock at 46.38 seconds. Exactly what to do to this apparatus. Errol Haugen had some issues.
He sure struggled with the cannonball at the beginning of the race, and watch Justin Paulum just breeze through the course with the huge anvils.
Next up in heat number 2, we have Reza Garay from Iran. He is a 5-time Iranian strongman champion, and next to him is American Don Pope, who reached his first World's Strongest Man final 1 year ago. Rounding out this field, he is the man, Mariusz Pudzianowski. He is the 3-time World's Strongest Man, and he is the reigning champion.
Take your positions! Todd, doesn't he just look in fantastic shape this year?
Reza Garay from Iran, though, has a slight lead right now. Don Pope in the middle in 3rd place. Look at the sprint back. And the 3-time champion, Mariusz Pudzianowski, has certainly closed the gap.
Todd, check out Mariusz's arms. There's no question about that grip.
No question indeed, as Mariusz stops the clock, 25.59. He is your winner. Reza Garay will get 2nd in his heat, and Don Pope will have to settle for 3rd.
Polska Góra.
Indeed, Mariusz Pudzianowski, your winner. Mariusz Pudzianowski begins his title defense in style, winning the medley in a time of 25.59 seconds. Group 1's qualifying round continues with the keg toss. Iran's Reza Garay will be first up in the keg toss. Kaz, this is the guy without a lot of experience, but you can see the potential is definitely there.
You can't question Reza's strength. He's got the powerlifting background, and now as he becomes more comfortable with the events, you should see a drastic improvement in his performance.
That's 2 kegs very quickly. Remember, those kegs each weigh 60 pounds apiece.
Saving a lot of time with just one swing.
Not a lot of style points, Kaz, but he is getting them over.
Just enough. No waste of energy there.
He is up to 6 kegs.
Now he's taking a deliberate second swing, trying to get himself in right position to explode with barrel. His legs are going to start getting a little bit tired, and when the back goes, he doesn't have the snap.
These are the final 2 kegs. Remember, he has 90 seconds total. Now he's really struggling.
He switched his grip. He went to that long grip. That didn't work. He's back to his regular side to side.
Kaz, he's got the time. Would he be better off just taking 10 seconds, catching his breath, stretching out a bit?
He might be, but he's in a rush thinking he's got to get him done. I don't think we've ever found an event that Mariusz doesn't excel at.
The task at hand, 10 kegs over the 14-foot, 6-inch wall in under 90 seconds. No problem with the first one, Kaz.
Todd, he's taking his time, though. We saw Reza take 2 barrels over into position before he threw the first one. Mariusz just taking one is losing a lot of time.
No difficulty at all for the 3-time champion from Poland. He hasn't even touched that wall yet. He's on his 5th barrel.
So he changes technique at 4. No swing, just under the legs and go. Tons of power.
Remember, those kegs are 60 pounds each, and this is the 8th one, and he clears it. Now he's starting to hit that wall. Remember, it's 14 feet 6 inches high. This is it. Well, Marius, we know one thing, will be our new leader, as he has been credited with 9 kegs. Razor Perry at 8, and he gets all 10 in a time of 1 minute.
Marius showed a great display of power, but wasn't really efficient in doing it. He has left precious seconds out there, with 3 men still to go.
If he wants to claim one of the 2 spots in the final from group number 1.
Don Pope has proven he's one of the best in the world over the last couple of years. And you can be sure he'll make his mark in this competition.
Quick work of 2 kegs in under 10 seconds, Kaz. He's on a great pace.
This guy works with steel every day. This is nothing for him. That back is so strong.
Look at that. That bar is at 14 feet 6 inches, and he is clearing it by more than a foot.
You gotta like the efficiency. Grab 2, no swing, just pop it over.
1 minute to go. Red first, red first. The time to beat. Marius Pudzianowski put up 1 minute 2 seconds, .35, and Kaz, he is going to go well under a minute with 1 keg to go. No problem for Don Pope. 10 kegs in 49.37 seconds, and what's this? Little cherry on top.
All day!
Pope not satisfied with 10 kegs, he adds an 11th. Perhaps he's sending a message to the rest of the field. 3 and Kaz, this is a tall task.
Ready?
Each one of these kegs, 60 pounds apiece.
Todd Jessen's a guy I've always liked. He seems so quiet, but he's got unbelievable intensity once the whistle blows.
Kaz, is that a bad sign? He hits the wall in the very first keg?
Yeah, but he made up for it. Second one blew over easy. Although I don't like him grabbing the barrel by its ends. He's using a lot of back. Let's hope that this technique works for him.
Well, 5 kegs down, and it looks like Don Pope's time of 49.37 seconds is going to be out of reach. That one he just muscled. 3 kegs to go.
45 seconds. There's the big question. Does the back have the power? It's a short snap. He's not using a lot of legs.
Kaz, do you think the problem he's got is the way he's throwing the keg, where he's gripping it?
It sure is. If he grabbed it from the sides, he'd have a much...
Slides into 4th place.
Just used all back and no legs. This really hurt him here. There's only so much a low back can take.
20-year-old Errol Haugen of Norway has shown he's not going to be intimidated by the bright lights of his sport's biggest competition. He's already learned the trick, Kaz, of double loading. Wow, look at that.
That's something you can't teach, Todd. Overall body power. What a back. Maybe Sven should have told him it's only a 14-foot 6-inch wall. He's throwing it 17 or 18 feet up in the air.
The time to beat, 10 kegs in 49.37 seconds. And Kaz, he is already on to the 8th keg.
The new kid on the block really has the power.
This is it, the final keg. Can he do it? And there is your winner. Errol Haugen, the rookie at the World's Strongest Man, has won the keg toss. So the victory in the keg toss goes to Errol Haugen for his 10 kegs in 42.80 seconds. Don Pope finishes second. With 17 reps, Poland's Marius Pudzianowski picks up his second win in 3 events. Errol Haugen of Norway's 11 repetitions earns him second place. Jessen Poland of Gatineau, Quebec, the local absolute World's Strongest Man classic.
Jessen will have to deal with a 900-pound car strapped to his shoulders. The finish line is only 25 meters away, but it's going to feel like a mile on his back, hips, and legs.
Jessen Poland has been to the final before, but if he wants to return there with one of 2 spots from this group, he needs something huge in this event.
His effort will have to match that huge car he has strapped to his shoulders.
15 seconds in, and Kaz, that 900-pound weight is just bearing down, and they're on an uneven surface.
It's rocking back and forth. He's really having a lot of difficulty holding this car steady. He's going to have to make it smooth and straight, and he's backing up right now.
Has it back in gear going forward, and he is just suffering at this point.
Well, it's how the finish line is in sight, but his body's just shutting down.
And the proverbial gas tank of Jessen Paulin has run dry. He will be credited, however, with a distance of 20.20 meters.
Jessen moved down the course, but when the car started rocking, the road was just too bumpy. You have to manhandle his car, and he just didn't get it done.
900 pounds, Mariusz Pudzianowski. He is the reigning World's Strongest Man champion, and Kaz, right now, he is motoring down the course.
Check out that focus. Eyes straight ahead, finish line in sight. One foot firmly in front of the other.
An amazing feat of strength as he approaches the line. He's done it. Mariusz Pudzianowski has completed the course in a time of 26.44 seconds.
It's not what's under the hood that moved this 900-pound car down the 25-meter course. It was the heart and guts of a champion. Todd, you gotta like this guy. He's got the enthusiasm for the sport. He remains committed, and he could join the ranks of the champions from Scandinavia.
Before he can do that, he has a tall task ahead of him. That is 900 pounds rests squarely on his shoulders.
Todd, his lack of experience may show right here. He probably never felt that much weight on his back or practiced an event like this.
And this uneven grass surface just adds to the pain and the daunting task that is the car walk.
You can see in his face, Todd. It's really taking his toll fast. He's got to believe that he can lift this car and carry it. And he's not showing that between his eyes.
Does this surprise you, Kaz? He is really struggling with this weight.
He was so strong in the other events. I would have thought he would have toyed with his car.
He calls it quits, so Errol Haugen will be credited with distance, and not a very far one, 7.60 meters. So the young Norwegian currently sits in 4th place.
Errol Haugen got his first lesson in just how grueling the world's strongest man in the competition can be. But he still has time to regroup for the next couple of events.
Don Pope in his 3rd trip to the World's Strongest Man. Well, Kaz, you're the last American to hoist the World's Strongest Man trophy. Can this new breed of U.S. strongman get the job done?
God, the depth gets better year after year. It's bound to happen. It's just going to take an athlete who's going to peak at the right time.
Work to be done by Don Pope if he wants to claim one of the 2 spots in the final. He's currently in 3rd place after 3 events, but he's got some movement going here with the car.
Sure-footed till that stop. It has that look of determination.
You see the time to beat, 26.44. Pope will not eclipse Mariusz Pudzianowski. But he does need to look at that mark of 20.20 meters put up by Canada's Jessen Paulin. If he can get just past that, Kaz, he'll get 2nd place in the 4 points.
No quitting Pope. He's going to do it.
And he gets it done, so Don Pope's distance of 22.30 meters, good enough for 2nd place.
That's the sign of a veteran knowing just how far you got to go for 2nd place. That point could mean a lot going to the final.
So Don Pope's efforts in the car walk get him 2nd place, but it's Mariusz Pudzianowski, the only man to complete the course. With his 3rd win in 4 events, adding 5 points to his total, 3rd place belongs to Jessen Paulin. With 18 of a possible 20 points, Mariusz Pudzianowski is almost assured to advance to the final. Don Pope has moved into 2nd place, switching spots with Errol Haugen. 5 points for the win belong to Pope. Mariusz Pudzianowski finishes 2nd. In 3rd, it's Reza Garay. Paulin and Haugen get no points because they failed to lift a single stone. This pair will feature Errol Haugen of Norway.
Yes!
He is in 4th place after 5 events. He's facing Iranian Reza Garay. Garay is in 3rd place in the overall standings. Now these are 2 guys who made their debuts here in Sanya, but will be able to take home some positive memories.
Both of these guys have shown enough natural ability to serious challenges in the future. And right now, they're going fast through the water. Errol making obvious beginner mistakes by dropping the barrel.
Reza Garay, slow and steady. With Remind you, each one of these barrels weighs 220 pounds, and they have to be loaded
1
in the
minute
correct
to go.
order. Both men now onto the red barrel.
Reza coming up the hill on the shoreline. It's really difficult those last 5 steps out of the water.
You see Errol Haugen there going with the more conventional shoulder load.
The big problem with putting it on your shoulder, Todd, though, is when you set it on the top of the platform, it bounces right off, which just cost him 3 seconds.
On to the final barrel. It is the black barrel, also
30
weighing
seconds to
220
go.
pounds, and just precious seconds remain.
Comes down to who wants it more, Todd.
Errol Haugen losing the grip, goes into
15
the water.
seconds to go.
15 seconds remain. It has to be placed on the podium for it to count.
Just how much guts do you have right here, right now? Do you quit, or do you pick it up and keep going? The sign of a champion.
And Haugen does it just before the whistle. His time, 1:29.25. He is credited with all 3 barrels.
The young newcomer from Norway really shows me something here. Even though he doesn't have a chance to make it to the final, he guts it out and completes the task. And go!
Don Pope looking to take a very casual stroll into the water. The temperature here again over 100 degrees, so it's got to be a nice relief just to get in the water. And neither man, Kaz, looks like they're in a hurry to get that first gold barrel placed on the podium.
That barrel's got to be carried out of the water. Don likes to take it on his shoulder.
220 pounds that Don Pope has resting on his shoulder. It has to stay on the podium.
That's 7, 8 seconds to resting on top of the podium. He's definitely not in a hurry.
A 129.25 was put up by Errol Haugen, and neither of these men look like they are in any kind of rush. But Kaz, they've got a bigger prize in mind, and that is winning the World's Strongest Man Championship.
It's definitely on their mind right now. It's all about conserving their energy.
So Mariusz Pudzianowski will head back out into the water for the 3rd and final barrel. Taking his time, nice leisurely stroll. Don Pope going with the shoulder weight. Which of these approaches do you like better?
I like it carried in front. It's a lot more efficient. There's a lot less chance of problems at the end. It's just like that.
With just 10 seconds to go, it looks like Mariusz Pudzianowski is going to get the black barrel to the beach. Whether or not he can place it or not, we'll have to wait and see. And time runs out for Mariusz Pudzianowski. He'll only be credited with 2 barrels despite his debate.
That's it, Don.
World's Strongest Man final. Mariusz Pudzianowski of Poland and the USA's Don Pope. Reza Garay moves into 3rd place. Trailing him is Errol Haugen and then Jessup Paulin.